All right, guys, welcome to the call tonight. I sure appreciate it and super excited to be with you guys. I'm fresh off a trip from Africa, and that's why I'm so excited. This business gives you the kind of time and financial independence to be able to do stuff like that, to be able to give back, to serve, and to have a lot of fun and make a difference in this world where a lot of times your typical jobs don't allow you the time and or resources to be able to do things like that. But it was an amazing trip and super excited to be back and sharing this information. So, for those of you that have not had the opportunity to meet yet, my name is Jason Harris. I live in the Beaumont, Texas area, about 100 miles outside of Houston. And I've been with the company now for 16 years. And I never would have ever thought like this would be my career, this would be my job, my future. It was honestly an answer to a prayer I didn't even know I was praying. And I almost laughed off this opportunity when first presented to me. I was not open, I was not looking, I was very skeptical in multiple ways because of a lot of past experience. But yet I came to this information with an open mind because I wanted to know. Because honestly, I didn't know what I didn't know. And I wanted to make an informed decision. So I congratulate you tonight for being here, being present, and at least getting information so you can make a decision from a place of knowledge and not of assumption. So we're going to go through a few things tonight. We're going to kind of go over what I view as a massive opportunity, the solution, the company, the business model, and then the timing with that. And I call it an opportunity for this. Some people will call it a problem. I look at it as an opportunity because the world is aging. There's 8 billion people in this world and we're all getting older. But I have never yet met one person in my life that ever has told me that they wanted to age badly, that they wanted their health to go down, or they wanted to get ugly as they got older. I've never met that person yet. So everybody is aging and we're all going to go through it. Now, the old paradigm we used to think about as that aging was inevitable. Like there's nothing we can do to influence our inherited genes. It is what it is. I recently talked to a gentleman that made a comment about him going to a doctor to get checked up. And I said, why? Is everything okay? And he says, well, my granddad had cancer, my dad had cancer, I'm probably going to get cancer. So I'm trying to get ahead of it. Well, we know now that the expression of age-related genes can be influenced. If you give your body the right ingredients, the right products, the right nutrients that they need, you can actually influence your genes back to a youthful state so they function like they did when we were younger, right? That's the new paradigm because what's happening is there's a split happening between our lifespan. Yes, we are living longer, but how are we aging? That gap is widening, especially in America because of all this processed foods and all these things. It's getting wider. So yes, we're living longer, but we're not living younger longer. We're not having that youth, that health, that vitality, right? Yeah, you're existing, but you're not living life, right? Like you're not enjoying life and having the health and vitality to really enjoy life. That's what we want to lessen this gap. Like we want you to live younger, longer, right? Get more years or more life out of your years. Now, here's one problem that we all face is free radical damage, right? Every one of us is going to get hit with trillions of hits of free radicals, which gets into our cells, retards the cells, and it starts a lot of problems, right? Whether it's chronic disease, cancer's illness, all these things. So we need to have that first level of defense. We need almost that shield around us of antioxidant protection, right? Because our body is oxidizing, right? It is aging because of free radical damage. So I love the illustration of this apple because if you think about it, if you open an apple up and do nothing to it, it starts to oxidize, it starts to brown. Well, if you put lemon juice, and that's what is reflected on the right side of this apple, if you put lemon juice on it, which is an antioxidant, it doesn't brown, right? So what are you protecting your cells? Are you protecting your genes from the inside out? Are you giving that first level of protection against oxidative stresses in the body? Because it's now known science that your longevity is directly correlated to the amount of free radical hits you get in your lifetime, right? Barring any accidents, cancer, something like that. Living a normal life, your longevity is determined by how many free radical hits you hit. Now, we all know in today's world, honestly, especially in America, that you need to supplement. Now, let's look at who's taking supplements. Literally 3 out of 4 people are taking supplements. Now, we know that because of the way they're just raping all the nutrients out of our food now because of the way they mass produce it, manipulate it. We're not getting as much raw nutrients out of out of our fruits and vegetables. Right. So we have to look at, okay, we know we need to supplement because, again, we're getting less and less. Now, the average person right now to get their fill of fruits and vegetables, what they need out of it, you need about 10 to 12 servings a day. I remember when I was a kid, it was 2 to 3. Why is it so much more? Again, it's because they're just continue to mass produce it to where the plants themselves aren't producing what they used to produce, all those good, rich nutrients that they used to produce. So here's the problem that every supplement person faces. Number one, what do I take? Right. And if you go to the store, you can go blind looking at all this stuff. I was in a store the other day and just the amount of options of B12. It was crazy, right? So you're looking at this stuff, you're like, what supplement do I even take? And so you make a decision. Okay, I'm taking product X. Then we go down to how do I know it works? Like, how do I really know if this works? And if there's no type of measurement, you're guessing, right? It's that's where so many things in the supplement world, sometimes people call it the placebo effect on some people because they don't know it's working. Now they're taking stuff, they think it's working, they're hoping it's working, but how do you really know? So let's talk about the solution to that, both those problems. So what if 15 seconds could literally change your life? And I say that because this new device that we're going to be launching this fall is called Prism. And it's an advanced technology that delivers precise health insights, literally anywhere, anytime, any place. It's awesome. It's non-invasive. It takes 15 seconds. So it's basically measuring the concentration of carotenoids, which is a type of antioxidant, and it's a hard antioxidant to get high up in the body. So typically, if that antioxidant level is high, that carotenoid levels, your overall antioxidant protection is high. So that's what's beautiful about this. So what if you could take a 15-second measurement and understand, okay, how well is my body protective against oxidative stresses, right? So biohacking is a massive term in today's world. People are looking to make incremental changes to their body, to their diet, to their lifestyle to improve their health and well-being. And a big piece of that is the wearable market, right? Whether you're talking about Fitbits, Whoop bands, the Aurora rings, all these things. People are looking, okay, how do I biohack, right? Cold plunging, saunas, acupuncture, right? How can I live younger, longer? How can I biohack myself to get more youth out of my years? And I said this earlier, like if you want to improve anything, there has to be measurement. Number one, it proves efficacy. If you can't measure, you're guessing. And what you can't measure can't be improved. Right. And that's huge because it's the kind of the foundation of behavior modification. And as soon as you start understanding and knowing, okay, here's where I'm at, I'm low, I'm high, all these kind of things, then you can get to a point where you can start making improvements. If you want to get better with your finances, start tracking it, measure it. If you want to get better on your weight, start tracking it, right? Start tracking what you're putting in your body. It's the same with your supplementation and your nutrition. Now, what I love about this quote from our chief scientific officer is how we use scientific and quantifiable research in our proprietary technology. Now, look, I love that part. Proprietary. That Prism device I just showed you, it's ours. We own it. We got all the patents on it. No one can do what we're doing. But the proprietary technology, innovation, and products to support the difference demonstrated. Now, look, we have full aesthetics and nutrition. The aesthetic side was always easy. Right? We have the number one beauty salon devices in the world. If you're looking to fix your face and or your body, we have devices that can help do that. And they're easy aesthetically because if you give me half your face, I'll change half your face literally in 10 minutes. I'll give you a non-surgical facelift. It's amazing. It's awesome. You can see it, right? It's demonstratable. The problem in the supplement world, it's always been this. Hey, trust me, take it. It's working, right? Because you can't really see it right away. That's the difference. Now with that new scanner that we have, it's a whole different ball game with it because the importance of measurements create markets. And like I said earlier, it's a foundation of behavior modification. I saw this firsthand in my life. When I joined the business, all my boys were under the age of 8. We started scanning them with our old scanner that's currently in the marketplace that's there pictured on the bottom. And my boys couldn't tell you what a free radical was, what an antioxidant was. They didn't understand it. They didn't care. What did they know? They know they got a score and they wanted to beat their brother. That's all I cared about. And so, what do you think they did when they went to go get snacks? Do you think they just grabbed a bag of chips or some ho-hos? No, they're grabbing cherries or blueberries. Why? Because they wanted to beat their brother, right? Behavior modification. It's awesome. So you can start measuring. Now, I love this little valuation at the bottom with the Aurora ring, right? The Aurora ring, it's fairly newer into the marketplace. There's already about 2.5 million rings in the marketplace, and it's valued at about $5 billion. Now, I want to ask you, did anybody call you and say, listen, we got this new technology, we got this Aurora ring, we can provide different bio measurements in the body. Listen, if you help us get these in the marketplace, for every one you help get in the marketplace, you can make a percentage for the end of days as long as that there's product attached to it. Now that's the problem with the Aurora rings. There's no solution. There's no products attached to it. But did anyone make that phone call? Did you have the opportunity to monetize the Aurora ring or the Apple Watch or the Fitbit or the Whoop Band? I'll probably guess no. But guess what? You have that opportunity right now, right? Because the global supplement market is 300 billion a year, 60 billion in the US alone. The wellness industry is $6.5 trillion. It's projected to go to 9 trillion, grow 2.5 trillion over the next 2.5 years. Massive. What perpetuated that growth? It's COVID. Honestly, people got a distrust in medicine from COVID, and they just want to be healthy. They want to stay away from the doc. They don't want scripts. They don't want to get on one thing that causes 14 other things. They want a natural, holistic solution to live younger, longer, period. And we have that solution. Because again, if you're spending your hard-earned money on something, you deserve to know if it's working. And we always measure what matters, right? Like I said earlier, we have a full spectrum. We're always innovating to duplicate, right? We have a full spectrum of benefits, whether it's gut health, immune health, cardio, brain, skin. I love our mind products right there. That's over the brain health. I mean, think about this. Do you know anybody that suffers with stress and anxiety, can't sleep, can't focus, has trouble with memory? I could build a business off that line alone because so many people battle with it. But when you talk about beauty devices, our body devices, whether it's metabolic health, weight loss, gut health, we can help you. So again, Jesus said, if you want to be great, serve the masses. Whether you're interested in looking better, feeling better, making money, I can serve you. I can help you. That's why I love this business so much, right? Now, again, what I love about Nu Skin is they never settle. They're always innovating. They're always evolving. They're always cutting edge. We are so far ahead of our competition. It's not even funny. Why? Because with that original scanner on the left, we started scanning people with that over 20 years ago. We have well over 26 million scans in a database that no one else has. We have one of the largest nutritional databases in the world, which was the backbone for that new prysm device right there. Again, we've had over 15 million unique scans, 26 million globally, powered by AI. And this video here shows a little bit of the history of that, where it literally started the size of a ping pong table, and then it started evolving to where it was much smaller, but it was like 30-minute calibration, right? Like it took forever. Then they kept evolving, right? Even though we're the only guys in the world that could scan, like we didn't have to continue to get better. But Nu Skin never settles. They're always wanting to push the envelope, always get better, faster, sleeker, more efficient, so we can get this more and more in the marketplace. Now, with this original scanner you're looking at right now, again, we've done over 26 million scans worldwide with it in 51 countries. Like, it's awesome. We've got, again, accumulated the largest health database in the world because of it. But the problem was an accessibility problem. Those current scanners we have, we only have about 5,000 around the world. And so it was a major accessibility problem to the masses. But we're about to change. Right now, as we have this global social infrastructure, we partner with OpenAI and Infosys. Now we're getting to a point to where we're going to take that scanner, we're going to put it less than a size of a hockey puck, and people will be able to purchase it and have it in their homes. This new prysm device is next level. It's truly intelligent wellness, to where it'll be IO connected to your phone. Once you scan, all the AI in the app will then take over and say, okay, based on your personal measurements, your biomarker, right? These products will work best for you. It's going to be amazing and it'll be game changing because, again, people can buy this, they can have it at their home. I don't know when the tipping point will be, but it will be ubiquitous as it comes to this device, as it comes to measurement and scanning and supplementation, because no one else can do what we do. Samsung tried to get in this, their new watch is going to start measuring antioxidants, but they didn't get half the patents that we did because they don't have the database that we do, and they still have no supplemental solution. Again, every single wearable, I want to reiterate this. Every single wearable on the market, every one of them, they can't give you a solution. They can tell you if you have a biomarker off, but what do you do about it? And again, it's not a diagnostic tool. It empowers you to make better health choices by seeing real insight. You can scan yourself daily with this and providing real-time data on your nutritional status to empower your personal efforts to get your health. Again, to help you live younger, longer, to have you have a great shield around those oxidative stresses, right? I love it because it helps to monitor your health so you can make better diet choices, supplements, and lifestyle choices. Because if you're showing regular measurements and you can see these improvements, you feel it, you know it. You're not guessing anymore with your supplements. You're not hoping it's working. You're not hoping you're not flushing your money down the toilet, right? So you're getting there. Now, let's get into how this really works, right? It clarifies our health score. It shows it in the app and everything. It walks the people through it. It explains everything. It clarifies what it actually means. It makes recommendations, right, for subscription products. Why subscription is important? It's residual. It creates residual income. Promotes customer relations, sponsoring, expands that effort, right? It keeps it simple. So let's talk about the company really quickly. We have a 40-year track record. There's our 41st year in business. We aren't brand new. It scares me to death when people call me and they say, hey, we got this great brand new company. It's ground floor opportunity. Jump in now. It's never getting better. Whoa. Well, what if I want to build a long-term, lifelong business? You're telling me it's never getting better? This is our 41st year in business, and I think these next 5 years will be the best in Nu Skin's history because of where we are. We do billions in annual revenue. We operate in over 45 markets around the world. We have over a billion in assets. And what I love about this is we are public. We're transparent. You're not guessing. You're not hoping that the company's making good decisions. We're all out in the open. Good, the bad, the ugly, right? It's all out there. Now, we have paid for 21 years in a row. We have made over $1 billion in revenue. And get this, we're one of three companies that have, in the whole history of direct sales, network marketing, affiliate marketing, we're one of three that has paid out over 20 billion in commissions. That puts us in the top 0.02 percentile of the entire industry. We are a juggernaut. We are a powerhouse. We are basically a 41-year-old multi-billion dollar publicly traded innovation and technology monster that no one knows about. It's awesome, right? And the opportunity could not be better for where we are and where we're going as a company. Now let's talk about the business model. It's real simple. We're leadership driven and customer obsessed. And I love that, right? I love the fact that if someone has an issue, has a problem, I can offer a solution to that problem and my customers are going to get results. Why? Because we study our products. We have true clinicals behind it. We're not hoping or guessing that they're working. We know. Right? So I'm customer obsessed because I know if people are spending money with me, they're going to get results. Now let's talk about leadership. This is where we make most of our income because I love empowering people, helping people create true time and financial independence, getting their life back, getting their time back. That's what I love about it. Now, if you look at the Prysm platform by itself, it's a franchise. It's a business in a box. Right. So through our AI and data-driven biosensing platform, basically, it's going to have daily customer engagement through the IO connection with our app, right? And so it's going to, like, again, the app will make the recommendations for the person based on their personal results. So do you think the person is going to get better results because it's personalized to them? Absolutely. Then we have an entire cloud CRM system, global development and operations, tools, dashboards, recommendations, the whole nine. It's going to be amazing because it takes the pressure off me because I don't have to be the expert anymore, right? The AI is the expert. So of course there's money behind this. Now let's just talk about finances. Most of us, all we're ever taught is the left side of this quadrant. Most of us are taught, go to school, get an education, find a job, stay there 40 years, be an employee your whole life, be a drone, be a compliant your whole life, right? And hopefully by the time you're 65, 70 years old, one, you have some health left to enjoy life a little bit, and hopefully you saved enough so you don't outlive your retirement. Your time is your money, period. If you're not at work, you're not getting paid. Now, I did that for a few years at AT&T. I decided AT&T, I was tired of letting an employer dictate my standard of living by what they're willing to pay me. And so I ended up opening my first small business or starting my first small business. It was a lawn and landscape company in 2002. I grew up big enough so I could retire from AT&T in 2008. And I thought I did it, right? It's the American dream. I'm able to quit. I have my own business. I did it. A lot of sweat equity in the Texas heat, literal sweat equity. But all I figured out is that I created a massive job for myself, right? Yes, I was making more money, but my businesses owned my life. At the time I got introduced to Nu Skin, we had 7 LLCs. We had 3 boys under the age of 8. I was averaging 12 to 14-hour days. Even when I got home, I wasn't off, right? That was what I was looking for time, because I knew if I didn't make a change, nothing would change, right? That's where I was. I wanted to be a present dad, not just a good provider. And I knew if I didn't do something, I would wake up and my kids are being grown and gone. And so I knew I needed to own a system. I knew I needed to get to the right side of this quadrant where I could be a business owner, where I could own a system, where I could own leverage. Right? I believe it was Carnegie that said, I'd rather have 1% of 100 people's efforts than 100% of my own. If you take like a day like today on a Sunday, what if only 100 people on our team did an hour's worth of work today? That's 100 hours of effort that I didn't do. I could never do. It's leverage, right? You help enough people get what they want, you can have everything you want. Now, there's basically 5 ways we pay out. The top 3 are open to you right now today if you sign up today, right? Retail profit, we average anywhere from 20 to 30% typically on retail profit. And any of your direct customer sales volume that you create, right? So if you think about a straight up affiliate marketing platform, if you're just an affiliate marketer in Nu Skin, you can make anywhere from 4 to 20% off your customer volume. Now, if you had a friend, say my best friend Vanessa wanted to join the business with me and she got in, I would make an override of 4 to 24% off her customer volume. And that goes on forever, right? There's not a limited. I've seen other affiliate marketing opportunities where like, oh, refer a friend. And for the first 6 months, you get paid an override, right? This is forever. Now, once you become a brand rep, which is the first level of leadership, I'll talk about that a little more in a minute. But at first level of leadership with our business as a brand rep, you now make an additional building bonus of 5 or 10% on your entire group sales volume. And then whether they're your direct customers or not, it doesn't matter. And then also on the back end, you can make a lead bonus, whereas you start building other people into brand reps and beyond, then you could start making basically 5%, 6 generations deep of your brand rep organization. So there's whole organizations of people. Now, again, we are publicly traded, like I told you earlier, and here's our numbers, and I love them. So we're sitting here on a Sunday night. I want to ask you, if you look at brand rep, that first entry level leadership, brand rep made last year, commissions only, no retail profit. This commission's made an average of $550 extra a month. So I just want to ask you, would an extra $550 extra be beneficial to you right now, right? That's what I want to ask because that's fairly significant. And most people, if they were to go to their job tomorrow and ask for a $7,000, $8,000 a year raise, they'd probably be told no. Now, all these numbers you're looking at were created because everyone started Nu Skin with nothing, zero, right? And so I like the middle part of this where it talks about Ruby and Emerald, basically between 4 and 6,000 a month. Now, I love that because the average person, over 90% of the people get to that part time. And that was me. I had my businesses going. I had my young kids at home, part time. I just continued to be consistently working this business in the cracks of my day. And I started making some pretty decent money, right? And so it got to about that point where I started scaling out of my other businesses. But I wanted to go Blue Diamond. I said, okay, Blue Diamond, basically 37,000 a month. What's my averages? How many people are there? And honestly, there's thousands of people there currently. And I saw that 95% of people, and this is over the company's history, 95% of the people that get involved, they get to brand rep, they keep going, they learn this business because it is just a learned business. Within 10 years are at that level, right? Now, listen, I didn't care if it took 20, right? I started this business, I was 34 years old. I was like, man, what if it took me 20 years? I had these thoughts. Okay, do I have a better shot anywhere else of within the next 20 years creating a residual income of almost 37,000 a month by the time it's my mid 40s, mid 50s? I couldn't think of any. And so I just made a decision not to quit and I was going to build this business. And it's literally changed our lives because of it. Now let's talk about timing, right? We talk about first mover advantage, really get to a point where this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for leaders that are wanting to get in front of Prism. I want leaders that are looking to race to the starting line because there's two major things about to happen. But only about 16% of people are innovators or early adopters with this, right? So if we talk about again the Prism by itself, right now again with our scanners, we have about 5,000 worldwide. We will do a leadership preview in December, quarter four. We're going to have probably about 10,000 units, and it has upped about 10,000 units by end of year out in the marketplace. And then as it goes into quarter one of next year, we want to be doing 10,000 units a month and just scale, go, go, go. We have the ability to do 100,000 a month, right? At some point, again, because people can buy it, have it at their house, it will become ubiquitous when it comes to measurement and supplementation. So there's an amazing opportunity. And if you think about it, if you start building your network now, once it launches, think about it. What if you had 50 prisms in your network, just 50, and each of them had 10 subscriptions at $100 a piece? That's a $2,500 a month leverage residual income at our lowest possible way to get paid out, lowest percentage possible. Now, I used to invest in commercial real estate, and I can tell you, if you wanted to make $2,500 a month of residual income in real estate, you would need millions worth of real estate, millions to clear 2,500 a month of cash flow. Right now, let's scale this out 5 years. What if you 10 times that in 5 years? What if 2030 you had 50 prisms in your organization with 100 subscriptions at $100 of each, and you're sitting there at $25,000 a month? Will that happen? Absolutely. Do I think these numbers are small? Absolutely. It's going to be huge, guys. This is one of those rare opportunities that all of us have in our lifetime. And again, what I love about what Prism, it just redefines our health and antioxidant measurements. And again, all this is patented and proprietary to us. They use over 1,000 measured measurements per reading in 15 seconds. It's amazing what this thing will do. So not only that, but we're also opening India. We're doing a soft open in November, and we're doing a full launch 6 to 9 months after that. But this is the biggest market in the world with over 1.5 billion people in it, and 65% of that population is under 35. They're hungry, they're entrepreneurial. This will be massive, massive. And as we go into it, of course, we will be going in with Prism. We'll be going with beauty and wellness. 70% of India's market right now in direct sales is wellness. And again, they don't have any way to measure. We will with Prism. So can you smell an opportunity considering the US is the largest population of Indians outside of India? Start asking, who do you know that's Indian? All right. I really start asking. So here's what I entice you to do, right? Get started, all right? Get your free account. It's completely free to set up your account. Get started today. The company will give you a $25 voucher for your first 10 days that you can redeem to try something for yourself. All right, it's awesome, and it's just a little incentive to have your own transformation. But I challenge you to do a 90-day transformation, whether it's on your health or your skin. Right, really look at it and be a product of the product because it's hard to be an evangelist about something you don't believe in. Right, and so that's what I invite you to do. And again, we have truly intelligent wellness, whether it's on the beauty side, the supplement side, or both. The future's here, guys. And this Prism, again, every other wearable type measurement tool in the marketplace, I've never once ever gotten that phone call, the opportunity to get it in the marketplace and to monetize it until now. And here we are. And mark this day because I guarantee in the next few years, prisms will be everywhere. and it's going to be an amazing ride. So here's people ask sometimes, what's an option? This is something I use for couples quite a bit when they want to get started because is a pretty broad range of some of our top nutritional products that we have with our Life Pack Nano, our Youth, our Meta, our Collagen, and our new Biome for gut health. And a lot of times, couples will split this package, but it's just a way to get started and get going. But again, there's no right or wrong way to get started, guys. There's, again, we have full. I tell people to pick your passion. Right. If you love skincare, great, do it. If you love nutrition, great, go that route. Whatever your passion is, that's what I. Ooh, hold on. Sorry, my screen just glitched out on me. But I invite you to get and really just go after your passion. If you love skincare, our Lumi Spa is the number one beauty selling device in the world, and it has been for the last since 2016, almost 10 years now. We win it every single year. We have a device for the body. If you need a tone, lift, smooth, tighten, it's your new best friend, right? This thing is awesome, but it also is great for wellness, muscle recovery, swelling, inflammation, lymphatic drainage, you name it, we have it. But also, again, nutrition side. I was literally just hearing that 1 out of 7 adults, there was just a commercial about that are overweight. 1 out of 7, right, is overweight. People like the metabolic problem in this country is huge. And we have a couple products that are amazing. Our Meta completely resets your metabolic system. Blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, metabolism, right? So again, we have a lot of options. I know me, I just turned 49 in January. I'm in better shape in my late 40s than I was in my 20s, and I've been a product of the product for 16 years. I feel better. I look better. I say I look better. I definitely feel better. But it's just been an amazing ride. And again, these next 5 years, I truly believe will be 100% financially transformative for anybody that takes advantage of it. So we do these calls typically twice a day, Monday through Thursday, on this same link. So 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. Mountain Time. On Fridays, it's only at 1 p.m. And then, of course, tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain. But feel free to use these. We'll continue to use them as we get in the marketplaces to expand the business. And we're also doing a lot of different live meetings. So get back with the person that got you on it. We are getting prisms in the market to show, kind of doing a technology preview with it. And we're just having a lot of fun with it. Because again, these next 5 years are going to be amazing. So you're just setting the groundwork, right, of getting that foundation out there. So take care, guys. I really appreciate your time, your energy for being here. And we really enjoy this business. So if you can have fun, be teachable, and not quit. Oh, by the way, if you like to travel for free, twice a year they announce a trip. They just announced one for this cycle. You have from now until December 31st to qualify. So if you'd like to go to Madrid, Spain for free with a guest, it's on the table. So again, get back with whoever got you. They'll give you all the details, but appreciate your time tonight, guys. Take care. God bless. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.